Desiree and Karen, we've talked a lot about the energy that is created by the overwhelming support that comes with these programs, either in Chuck's case within Warner Brothers or Ray's stories about what happens out there and tapping into that. Do you see that in the corporate social responsibility in Motorola and Eli Lilly? Is it getting down, and is that making a difference within your workforce? And beyond that, to the people that you engage with beyond the workforce, your clients and others in different spheres you operate in?
Well, I actually, as I was listening to Chuck, thought our experience is just a little bit different, where you brought the ideas and the voice to PEPFAR with your trailer from Warner Brothers. What we have seen with our corporate social responsibility in some sectors, actually also PEPFAR related, was that the collaboration with the NGOs, with the whole broad spectrum of partners out there, actually brought ideas to Motorola. And it was a paradigm shift for us. What we find is people are less interested in us writing a check. What they want is the product. I think the best story that illustrates what it brought to Motorola was our experience with Phones for Health and in Africa, which started out in Rwanda with 12 phones. We gave them 12 cell phones, not a big seedbed, and not a market that Motorola necessarily appreciated for the use of its products. But the phones, the 12 phones, were given to health workers in Rwanda, who then went out and collected AIDS data and used the phones for inventory control. And what they discovered from the software that was put on the phones to collect that data was that these healthcare workers were finding out about outbreaks, public health AIDS outbreaks at the early stage. And through the software and that data collection, not only did they find out about the outbreaks, but they then were able to significantly and efficiently move inventory, pharmaceutical inventory around to address the outbreak at the front end. So this created a whole marketplace for a Motorola product that we had not envisioned. Wouldn't have been possible for as bright as our scientists and engineers are. The actual use and application of the product comes from the test bed of corporate social responsibility in action with the broad collaboration of our product with software, private sector interests, NGOs, government health ministries. And so that was a great paradigm shift for us. To bring that full circle, what it does inside a company is, and I'm sure, Desiree, you will be able to echo this as well, but what it does inside a company is extraordinary. Because if you look at corporate leadership books, Good to Great, others, what makes companies excel and makes them extraordinary happens to be that connection that employees feel to the greater good. It's not about a structured paid package, although it is, and it's not about the traditional forms of remuneration. It so often is feeling that you're a part of something much greater and more important than a $2,000 or a $9.99 cell phone. So for us in Motorola, we have found, especially during economic hard times, but even before that, it gives our employees a greater connectedness to the company. It therefore becomes a recruitment and retention tool. And I can speak from my own personal experience as I was retiring after 30 years of public service and deciding how I was going to reinvent myself. I can tell you that my decision to go to Motorola was based on what I was told about corporate social responsibility. because it mattered to me what kind of company I went with. So different paradigm for us, and an exciting one to see the ideas come back to our scientists and engineers from the simple act of 12 phones to Rwanda, which are now in Kenya and Tanzania, and those 12 phones are growing into thousands of phones, and the last punctuation on that is the commercial opportunity that comes back to you. That's not why you give 12 phones in the beginning, but the applications, the new use, the new market, the pilot test bed that it becomes, then translates into good, becoming a commercial good for the company. So it's been, I would say, a very important piece all the way around commercially and our human resources within Motorola.